Welcome back to the niche with your host Jidia Gasana. I'm pleased once again to connect with you, viewers across Kigali, Rwanda, East Africa, and the world. So, the niche, as I introduced previously, is a talk show reflecting on business business survival, or how they have made it across the different challenging economic times that we've faced. Some of us have been part of this, economic changing periods or situations like COVID-19 and others that have ensued that have really changed the game. I mean, we saw different companies cutting stuff off, cutting off their costs in terms of even the resources. People lost jobs. The dollar rate has spiked, and the cost of operating has been quite impossible, if you want to say. So those businesses that have thrived, and even they've had an impact on their profitability and cost of operations. They've made it across these dynamic times. Those are businesses to be recognized. So we're here on this talk show, the niche, to understand exactly how are they operating differently and what is making them stand out. So to me, a business person or an entrepreneur is the most resilient, focused, if you want to say visionary, and person that never gives up, that I know, because you thrive by your vision. Look at it this way: if you're driving across to somewhere at some destination that you don't know, you'll probably use a compass in the old times or a Google map, and the Google map will show you the destination, and it will take you across different routes. And but at one point you may lose hope and feel like you're lost, but as long as you have the destination, you'll keep going. So that in simple terms brings up out the entrepreneurs, visionary spirit, not giving up as long as they have their goal in mind. So yesterday I was speaking to a young entrepreneur who has different branches of dairy production and other businesses, whereby none of those operations have broken even or will even break even within the next 5 years. So the guy is young, and he's saying in the next 10 years, he's talking about his vision of 10 years. So that's how visionary an entrepreneur has to be. And also, I give an example of Alibaba, Jack Ma. I was following him, and he was saying that it was not before 18 years that they could, really become a global business as they are. So when they opened Alibaba, it was within their apartment, and they started with a number of like 6 to 8 staff who are family or friends, and but they had a global vision. See, even Alibaba is not a Chinese name. The product was not targeting China. So as per their vision today, Alibaba is supporting businesses across the globe, and that is how visionary you need to be. So the other thing that I have uh, come across as a person that has been working across the dynamic uh, ICT sector, working with product development, sales, marketing, and customer experience, customer retention. I have noticed that as more and more businesses come up selling the same product, then you need to have something called differentiation. So you need to differentiate in terms of what you're offering. It has to be like a different package, something that the customer will choose over the other similar product. So sometimes it can be in terms of the product. Sometimes it can also be in terms of how you're handling the customer to, to promote loyalty. Sometimes it could also be the edge of your services, like how quick, how convenient, how accessible your services or products are, as opposed to the other person who will just, avail the products but not follow up on the after sales service. So this is all differentiation, and it creates a niche for your customer segments, which will be, loyal to you, which will prefer you over other business or product providers. So, other than that, we want also to look at the background. I mean, what does a business do to be called, to avail a product and to successfully take it to the market? So, you need to have a product, as I mentioned, a product that will make customers, choose, pay the price, exchange. The global saying goes that money, money makes the world go round. But money on itself is invaluable unless it can buy you a good or service that you need. So businesses or, products are there to make value for your money. So if you're paying an X amount of money, it's because you have appreciated and you need a product or service, and you have already found that it matches the value of the money you're paying. So the product or a service is the beginning. With that, there is a cost of production. There is a there is knowing how much quantities you need of the service, of the product, the scale. There is knowing what is the customer, what is the segment that you're addressing, what are their likes and dislikes, how many customers can you serve with this product and services. So apart from the product, of course, you need the place. I mean, you need the price. Sorry, price comes before the place. So you need the price because it will determine you having determined your cost. You need to also add your margins or profit so that you can make a sale that will be worth your times and efforts. So the price definitely will be needed for a product to be sold. And then you need the place or the distribution. So this is how the different customers that you are targeting will access your product or service easily, and across the regions that you're targeting. It can be online, it can be physical, it can be across through third parties, retailers, I think one person was interesting me in a business of selling bread, a particular taste of bread from a nearby country, which people prefer. So I was asking them, okay, will you now bring a branch of the factory here, or how will you operate? So the person was saying they don't need that kind of cost. They just need to be a distributor. So they will target different supermarkets and different, retail outlets to sell that bread. So now you need to understand that bread is something that does not have a long shelf period, and it has to be distributed appropriately with a short lifespan or shelf life it has. So that is a place. And you also need promotion, because once you have that, the price, the product, then you need to promote, educate your customers about the product, create the demand, make sure that everybody knows that there is this product that is available, that is affordable, depending on how you want to position it, that is different from what others have been having. And by that, then you also have to invest in that. How will you promote the product? Will you do it online, on social media, on radios, on different channels? So you need to consider all that as a business. So business is basically, having the right service or product that will be, sold, and you will make money. So how is business changing the economy? Because without businesses, then the economy cannot be sustained. The government alone cannot sustain the economy. They rely on having different people setting up different ventures so that they can supplement the economy. As I mentioned, the money is being exchanged for goods and services, and therefore it's valuable. So if you're a business, you know, if you're running a business, however small, however big, and you are contributing majorly to this economy because you have refused to give up, you have put in all the investment, you've put in the resources, uh, you have endured the different economic times to make sure that your business is able to provide the right products and services, is able to sustain the employability, is able to, give the taxes, pay taxes. All that is a big contribution to the economy, and we need to recognize you as a business. So we want to remind our viewers that this is the niche, a business reflection or talk show that is going to be focusing on the different types of businesses that we have across here in Kigali, Rwanda, East Africa, name it, across the globe, because the world has become a global village, and we are supplying each other without the borderlessly, because now everything is online. I just mentioned Alibaba, whereby you don't need to go to China anymore. You can order your business for your business and get the right product, ship your products and services in. So we want to remind our viewers that this talk show is going to be focused on the different methods that businesses have used to thrive in this tough economy, and what they're doing to stand out, what are their secrets, and how do they attract the different customer segments to stay loyal to them. How do they survive the harsh economies that they don't, become what you call differentiated, or just fall out of business, because we had a measuring scale of COVID-19 which came and put businesses out of operation. So those that have thrived and those that are still struggling to make it in this economy, we need to know what is your secret. So please reach out if you have a business secret that you use. I'm sure the youth here in Rwanda or even across Africa, they need employment. First of all, our education has trained us to think that after school we need to get into employment, get employed, get a salary. But we also need to know that some other people have started businesses in faith. They have put some resources, invested, and they have thrived, and now they are employing others. So that is what we need to learn from your business. Stay tuned, follow us, subscribe for more details, and reach out if you have a good business practice to share on this talk show, which is called The Niche.